Hello world, Eire with Saturn's Edge, and you're watching more Persona 3 Reload. That's right. Another episode back at you again, after waiting a whole 24 hours. I know, that's very crazy, that's insane. Waiting 24 hours for a video, that's just, I can't stand this. I'm kidding. Man. So, last time we left off, there was a lot of things going on. Like, a ton. Like, an actual ton of stuff happened. It's kinda crazy looking back at it. But now, let's move on to the present here. Akihiko's talking to Shinjiro now. Someone we haven't seen in a little bit. It's crazy.
Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
You haven't changed one bit. If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other pals.
Last time there was a lot of tension. We finally learned the truth of what happened 10 years ago.
It's rare for you to think about the past.
Junpei's still mean to us.
Charge ahead like a damn
Yukari and Mitsuru are at ends with each other, but both feeling a ton of guilt. Fuko's trying to keep everything together, and Akihiko's been acting weird.
Everyone thinks about the past. Even me. Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the Dark Hour.
No shit?
Yeah. The thing is, all I've cared about until now is getting stronger. Everything else came second. But yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting.
Your reason for fighting? Huh. It's different for everyone. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit. That's what I did.
Huh.
I'm not like you. Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting
That's
lectured.
strange.
Well, see you around.
You really haven't changed at all.
Yes?
Oh, now we're cutting over to Fuka.
Can I talk to
And Mitsuru? Huh.
Senpai? This is
I know I'm not
unusual.
talking a lot here, but I'm just letting the plot come together, like simmer, like a stew. I'm just letting it all come together and
So not only
really
do you
help
excel at
itself.
providing support during battle, you are also quite skilled at gathering information.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. But I do have an important favor to ask of you. I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
Oh, well, very little of that was made public.
I know. That's why I want you to access the Kirijo Group's database.
You mean hack into their system? Is that allowed?
I'll give you my ID and password. Then you won't be held accountable. But I need to know the truth. In detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
Seems like we're finally getting an explanation about
Okay.
Akihiko,
I'll see what I can do.
and we're seeing Fuka and Mitsuru
Are you sure? I
come to be,
appreciate
well, Mitsuru especially,
Yamagishi.
come to be a bit better and
Aren't
try to
you
understand
resentful?
Fuka. And Fuka's just doing her best here.
Regardless of my good intentions, I did drag you into this without fully explaining. I'm sure you must have at least a few complaints.
Not really. Did you know my entire family is made up of doctors? My parents are the one exception. It gives them a bit of an inferiority complex. That's why they're so hard on me. I don't like being at home. But here, I'm able to do something no one else can. I have a purpose. So no, I don't have any complaints.
You're right. We can't do this without you. No one could take your place.
Oh,
Thank you. I'll see you later.
So, Tartarus and the Dark Hour are on the way out, huh? No, that's a good thing. That's what we've been fighting for. So then... why... Damn it! Why am I so pissed?
Gosh, it's hot. Even for July.
Wow, can't believe we're already third years. Guess this will be the last time we'll wear these uniforms and hang out after school.
Who cares? I just want to get into college and start having fun already.
I get it. My problem is me. I'm going on like fighting was my duty and all. Actually, it's just all I'm good at. Because without that, I'm nothing. So much for being a hero. I can't fight worth the shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least. Damn it! Nothing I do is good enough.
It's nice to see that we finally start to understand more of Junpei's, like, issue.
Why am
Especially
I
with
only
us.
ever right about the worst things? Am I stupid for trusting in something so
And we're
blindly?
starting to see Yukari here.
Dad, I got this letter from you last spring. I must have read it 1,000 times since then.
To my family, 10 years into the future. Tomorrow, I'll bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge. It will be stored in a time capsule and sent to you in 10 years' time. Yukari, you may be small now, but in 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school. I know you've been sad because I have to work so late, but you always manage to greet me with a smile. I'm really proud of myself. Kirijo-san appointed me head researcher. I'll be starting on a big project soon. It feels good to receive so much recognition for my work. But I swear to you, nothing is more important to me than you and your mother.
Oh, Dad.
Yukari, I wonder, are you enjoying life? Do you have high hopes for the future? Do you still look towards tomorrow with excitement and wonder, like you do now? No matter what happens in the next 10 years, I hope you're happy. And I hope this letter brings a smile to both you and your mother's faces. Eiichiro Takeba, March 6th, 2000.
No matter what happens, huh?
It's kind of a sad letter, especially considering what you heard from her in the
All I can
hospital
do is
all that
believe.
time ago.
I won't turn my back. I won't be
It's
like
very,
Mom.
just
Not ever.
sad. But we get a good explanation as to, like, why she's so intertwined with this story. Her dad is the head, well, was the head researcher. She has every right to question everything that Tsuru says. Or, more so, she has every right to question the Kirijo Corporation.
Thanks.
And it's so unique to get a storytelling, like, aspect like that, where we're split up among everybody, you know? We spent time looking at Akihiko and seeing a bit more of his connection to Shinjiro, including mentioning a character named Miki. We've seen Junpei, and, like, why his self-esteem issues and, you know, jealousy have been acting up a lot more recently. We've seen Fuka and Mitsuru actually start to collaborate on something. Fuka giving a bit of a look at her home life, but Mitsuru giving us a look at, like, also wondering what's going on in the corporation, what happened all that time ago. And then with Yukari, we finally get to see, like, more of how she's connected with this. Her dad wasn't just some scientist, her dad was the head research of the project.
Good day.
It's that, you know, it's a lot. It's a ton to drop on us like that. And yet, with our protagonist, we're still doing the same old stuff. Nothing changed for us. We don't feel any different. We don't do anything. We just do everything like we've normally been doing. It's kind of weird to think about it like that, right? Like, we're just still doing the same old thing that we always did. Just had to stretch there a bit. And we're spending a little bit of time with Maya online. So, you know, that's another, well, a step towards another rank. So that's better. But yeah, you know, through a very unique storytelling aspect, especially for a game, okay? Games rarely do something like that, where they cut between multiple perspectives of multiple characters to kind of connect all these dots together. Now everyone's in their rooms, so that's, yeah, they're in a kind of a depressed funk right now.
Well,
It's kind of sad. But no Tartarus tonight, so, you know, that's something. Looks like I'm left alone. And you know what happens when I'm alone? I go out and I eat. But yeah, again, multiple perspectives all in one go, very unique storytelling aspect for a game, to put all these characters as major focus points in how they, like, interact and how they can progress the story. Both progressing the story forward, but showing us a little bit of what happens backwards, like the backstory. It's so interesting, because a lot of narrative games don't really focus on that. A lot of storytelling games focus on the straight line with occasional backstory of like one or two characters that you meet, right? But instead it opted for a route where it could pick every character and move them all up at the same time while showing what's behind them.
How long has it been since we first met?
Hey
Time
Pharos,
passes
what's
so
up?
Quickly. So tell me, how's life as a Persona user?
It's something's missing, I guess. You know?
I wonder what. I hope you find it soon. I remembered something else about the coming of the end.
Oh yeah?
It all stems from something that took place many years ago. 10 years ago, if I
Oh, were you
remember
around for that
correctly.
explosion?
Oh, didn't your parents pass away about 10 years ago?
Oh my god. I know I played the game already, right? And I got to that part.
A persona is like a mirror,
Yeah, Persona's like a mirror.
which means a Persona user can never escape their true self.
This line about him saying,
No
like, didn't
matter
your
what,
parents pass away
I
10
won't
years
leave
ago?
you, because we're
Wow!
friends, right?
Okay, you think we're friends? You mentioned my parents dying. No, but even though I already played the game and I, like, went through this, right? That was the same first reaction I had. I was just like, what the hell? Casually dropped that, okay? And that's something so, like, random to drop, because then it gives Minato kind of a depressive episode there. Not, like, going forward, not, like, visibly here, but, like, now he's, like, had the mention of his dead parents. At the beginning of the school year, if you remember, whenever we were talking to, what's her name? Man, what is her name? Miss Toriumi? Was it? I forgot her name. Point is... Wait, was it?
attention, please.
Yeah, Miss Toriumi. Whenever we were talking to her, right? She literally, like, mentioned, like, oh, you moved here, you transferred here? And let's see, oh, you're the... Oh, you know? Apparently, all the way at the beginning, that was the massive, like, hey, what? I don't get it. So, yeah, Minato's parents died 10 years ago. And if we assume that he's like 15 or 16, they died when he was 5 or 6. No wonder he's depressed. Like, It's a very obvious reason, especially 10 years on. It's why he's, like, he listened to music all the time whenever we first saw him. It's why he didn't care. It's why he was always sleeping at the beginning. He was just tired. He didn't want to do any of this. And especially having that brought up to him at a time where he can only talk to this one thing, this one person he can see, Pharaohs. Having that brought up by Pharaohs is messed up. Supposedly, that means Pharaohs knows him that well. Yeah, what should we do today?
I'm kind of hungry. Let's go out
What are
to
you
eat.
feeling? Oh, you're asking me? Burgers. Japanese food. Aren't we already in Japan?
I want a frog burger. for
Frog burger? Is that just like the name of the burger, or is that like the actual meat they use in the burger? Now I'm concerned about what Wild Duck is serving.
So, the other day, Mom and Dad, they talked to me about why they were getting divorced. It was sad. But I listened to the whole thing. Did I do good?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you. So, Mom and Dad, they said when there's no love, it's hard to stay married. But they said not to worry, because they would love me no matter what. So I told them it's okay if they get divorced. It must be hard to live with someone you don't love. Hey, so I have to choose if I want to live with Mom or Dad. Who do you think I should pick?
So, for me, personally, I had this decision too when I was put as a kid. Whenever my parents were divorcing.
I love my dad.
And
He buys me toys
the
and
choice that I kind of leaned toward, especially for a lot of reasons, was my
cries all
dad.
the time now. I don't want her to be all alone. Maybe I should go with her.
And a lot of what Maiko says here,
If I go with Mom, I might have to move somewhere.
pretty much
far
everything
away.
that Maiko said here, right, in this social
I won't
link,
be able to play
hits
with you anymore.
so close to home.
No fair. I miss you too
It hits
much.
so close to home. I eventually had to listen to the reason why my parents were divorcing. I had to take it, understand it, and accept it. I had to make a choice between my two parents, and I chose my dad.
I better get
Sure,
home.
it's mixed. It was mixed custody, but like,
Hey,
for the most part, I was with my
will you
dad.
hold my hand on the way home?
And then there were the reasons, right? I didn't want to move away from all my friends. I didn't want to move away from the school I was accustomed to and have to make new friends. I was finally, like, doing so good with, like, being, like, having a social life that... Not so good at having a social life, but I was attempting to get there, you know?
What's wrong? You all hungry or something?
Akihiko, not the time.
Not really.
But yeah, like, a lot of that hit close to home, and I really like it because that social link rank specifically,
You know, it's almost
it hit
summer
perfectly.
break.
Because it made me feel
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
nostalgic about my parents' divorce in a
Does
weird way,
anyone
you know?
have any plans?
I wish I could go to the beach. Hot sand, cool breeze, babes in bikinis. Man, a break like that sure would be nice. Somewhere in the south, where the water is crystal clear. But starting tomorrow, we gotta get through our exams. Oh man, this
Real,
sucks.
Junpei, real.
I'm sure you'll be fine. But it would be nice to go somewhere with beautiful beaches, like Okinawa.
Well, it's not Okinawa, but how about Yakushima?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't realize you were here.
I happen to be in the area, so I thought I'd drop by and tell you my schedule for next week. Oh, Hirinjo-kun, your father will be vacationing in Yakushima during the break.
He
Oh.
will?
You'll all have some time off after exams, right? Why don't you go and get a nice change of scenery?
Seriously? We're gonna go on a trip? Yes! Beaches and bikinis! Beaches and bikinis!
Beaches and bikinis? This guy.
How about it, Kirijo-kun?
Well, my father is a busy man. I don't want to ruin his vacation.
Why so hesitant? No father would be upset with a daughter who came all that way.
I
to
don't
see
actually
him.
know how long it
You
takes
all
to
did
get
a
from,
great
like,
job.
here to
You
Yakushima. I have
deserve to
no
relax
idea.
for a while.
I don't know a lot
We
about
already know
Japanese
when the next
geography,
operation will be.
like, at all. I don't know any of it. I just don't.
I don't know.
Senpai, I'm begging ya!
All right. I guess everyone needs a break now and then. Let's do it.
Finally.
The beach, huh? I should design a special training
Akihiko, is that, like, all you think about, man? Like, I respect it, but, like, damn, that's...
Oh,
That's a lot of what you do.
Hey, don't worry. I got one.
Junpei, no.
Nice try.
Are you going to swim too, Mr. Chairman?
I'm afraid I can't. I'll turn to dust if I'm exposed to sunlight.
Akutsuki,
Wait,
why?
Seriously?
Don't be stupid.
Not only do we get something nice like that, but then,
Kirijo-senpai, wait up!
like, this moment here.
I just wanted to say sorry about the other day. I might have gotten a little carried away.
Don't worry about it. In a way, it's only logical that we go to Yakushima. The chairman said that no one who was responsible for the accident survived, but there is one who did.
What? There is?
My father.
I had no idea.
This wasn't, like, a resolution, but it was kind of the start of one. Like, it's starting to pick up a resolution here on that, like, dynamic, right? But it also perfectly progresses it forward even more. I love it. Like, it's really good.
Hello.
Oh, remember that you don't score that well, you have to stay here. Yeah, no, let's study.
Really? No.
Let me consider everything, and then we can study.
Marvelous. I'm looking for... Here are my... Wonderful. A shame.
Thank you. Oh, we got an autograph, that's right.
Now, let's hear your report. Oh my.
Tanaka's amazing commodities, yes. Prominent figure. We definitely support... We definitely support Tanaka. Man. But yeah, a lot of things happen in this episode that I like, you know? At the start of this anyway. Really, I just like this whole episode. I like everything, okay? First off, we got a really interesting way of telling the story that progresses the story, but shows us a look backward. We got the reveal of our protagonist's parents' like fate as characters. They are dead.
Hello.
We got a solid social link rank with Maiko that helped me just feel nostalgic about like what I was going through when I was a kid. We got an interesting look here where right after exams we most likely go into Yakushima.
Hey, so if we flunk the exams,
And now we get a nice study
do we have
session.
to stay behind? Tell me that's a joke.
It's no joke. As students, studying is our top priority. Failure will result in consequences.
Well, I'm not too worried about that. Not naming names here, but don't get in the way, Junpei.
What happened to not naming names? I guess if the fate of my trip depends on it, I don't really have a choice. I'll show you. I'll prove just how serious I am about Yakushima.
What's the matter? Something you know?
Yes, actually. I'm having a problem with some, I'm not good with grammar. No, I said math, didn't I? No, I said grammar. I did say grammar. Nice. I got it right. I can't believe I remembered that.
Verb conjugation differs from modern day. For example, you are becomes thou art.
Oh my. Remembering how to use archaic forms of verbs sounds rather intense. Intense. I like the sound of that one. Keeping a note of that.
Wisecracks from Junpei are one thing. I didn't account for this.
Maybe he's trying to test our ability to concentrate? Yeah, I suppose that's not likely.
Fuka's real.
Yakutsuki sounds one up in me. I gotta think of a killer comeback.
I've done what Junpei just said there. I have literally had that exact moment where, like, someone's one-upping me on jokes and I'm supposed to focus. I need to ruin them. I need to win. I have done that exact thing Junpei did. Like, no lie, I've done that.
Are you struggling with memorization? Nothing beats repeating it until you know it by heart.
Beats? Heart? Not that.
Get it? It's because you fought the lovers. No, that's not the joke.
No, that was not my intent with that statement.
Well, if you're pulling out of the race, then I win, hands down. Kirijo Senpai defeated.
Okay, that was pretty funny. I respect it.
This is giving me a headache.
Despite the diversions, I'd say...
I accidentally skipped over that line. I feel bad. But, you know what they said? Tomorrow is finals. And what day is it now? Well, yesterday was yesterday, but if we were talking about today as if it were yesterday... Wait. If we're talking about yesterday as if it were today, today is tomorrow. I'm a nightmare right now. I can't think. I'm sorry. Which form of magic used to find water sources? It's dowsing. I like that they have a guy in here just watching us. I mean, that's just the standard for all exams and finals, that you just have a guy watching you at all times. Just doesn't matter, you know? Guy's gotta be there. Very important. Watching you, making sure you aren't cheating. That's just the standard. Look, he's still there. He hasn't moved an inch. How did the Witch of Agnesi gain the first half of its name? The error in translation. No, a witch invented it. I feel like that'd be funnier. An actual witch invents it. And during the next day. Another day of finals, great. This question seems familiar. Who designed the prototype for the katana? Masakato. I can't pronounce the full thing because I feel bad and I'd probably mess it up, but Masakato is the correct answer. And finally, Friday. This question seems familiar. What is it? There's an error in the sentence. What kind is it? It's a comma splice. That's what it is. Yeah, we did the right things. I feel like we answered everything correctly. And then after Friday comes Saturday. And what does Saturday have to bring us?
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Thank you so much. I needed to know that. Oh, hey, Junpei. Are you feeling alright? Asking how he's been is pretty good. Oh. Yeah, you do. I hope you get to let loose, too. You really need it. Junpei's great. I love him. He's a bro. Last day of exams. Awesome. Questions are just too easy. My pen won't stop moving. Moving. Ugh.
I'm done, baby! The dark days of testing are finally over! The sun is shining
I swear I've
bright.
sent something theatrical like that after finals. Like, no lie. I feel like I'm just Junpei.
You are not
Like,
gonna
I'm pretty sure I'm him.
I aced PE.
Well, that
I
pretty much
aced
answers
PE.
my question.
Whatever. A real man doesn't dwell on the past. I'm already thinking ahead to the blue skies of Yakushima.
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon.
Yeah, it is.
Are you all ready to go?
Doesn't answer the question. Asks it straight back.
Me? Not really. Oh, sorry, I don't sound very enthusiastic, do I? Hey, how about we stop somewhere on the way back? I don't have practice today.
Sounds good.
Yeah, where are we going?
If you need to buy a swimsuit, I think
Junpei, no. I'm not him anymore.
Very funny. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab my stuff from the locker room. Oh, I'll invite Fuka.
Oh,
too.
yay, Fuka. I love the squad. I feel like the original trio of second years is great, but Fuka adding in to make it a quad is best. I love it.
I've been kind of addicted.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Hey, don't worry. Apology accepted. Just don't worry about it, okay? Like, Junpei, you're cool. I'm alright with you.
Alright. Let's put this whole thing behind us. Cool? Alright. Let's get out of here. Freedom at last! What should I do now?
Take it down a notch.
Oh, hey, Akihiko's here.
You bounce back from things so quickly, Junpei-kun.
You know it. Oh, hey. Sonoda-san's here. Don't see that every day.
Ikutsuki-san
Oh.
called me. I think he wants to talk about a new candidate.
Does that mean another person is going to join?
Oh.
Maybe.
Fuka,
Oh, hey, it's Natsuki.
what's wrong, Natsuki-chan? Do you think you can stay after school with me for a mandatory study session? There's like no one. Oh, wait, are you about to head out for the day? Okay, then, never mind. Wait, it's alright. I'll help
Aww.
you.
I really do love Fuka and Natsuki's friendship. Like, especially after that, like, whole bullying and, like, you know, Emperor and Empress battle. I just
I'm really
love
surprised
how much they have a good friendship here.
Ah, friendship. How beautiful. Adolescence is such a wonderful thing. So full of vibrancy.
Akutsuki, why?
Mr. Chairman?
Mr. Chairman. Yes, my name is
hello.
Shuji
I
Chairman.
stopped by to pick someone up. I might as well introduce you to him now.
Hello.
Oh, Amada-kun. What are you doing here?
You know him?
He doesn't leave during the break because of his circumstances.
Oh, I heard about that. Something about your parents, right?
It used to only be me and my mom, but she got in an accident. So now it's just me. It happened 2 years ago.
No.
Right now, one of his distant relatives is paying for his school expenses. That doesn't mean he should stay at the elementary school dorm all by himself, right? So I decided to move him to your dorm, just for the summer.
To our dorm? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Why, of course. He has the potential.
Then he's the new candidate?
That's right. But as you can see, he's still just an elementary school student. So it's only
I was gonna make, like, a joke, like, oh, he's running for the election, but, like, I'm, like, way too late on that, and I don't like political humor. Like, I really don't. It's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
I was like, Ken Amata for the president!
You've never lost a boxing match. Nice to
Aww.
meet
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Akihiko's been acting strangely. Like, still. It's kind of surprising. Oh, hey, Junpei. What's up? Oh, Polonium All, let's go.
Yes, precisely.
Take this. The black sword. What? Small reward, y'all deserve a little something after the exams. Antique shop called...
That is correct.
Yoido? Yoido? I have to, like, actually physically see the name again in order to figure out how to pronounce it, because I only caught it on screen for a quick second. Yeah, I'll head over there. And a new store is opened up for us, just in time for summer. And it's over there on the right, next to the, next to... I barely saw it for a second. Anyway, next to the pharmacy is, Mayoido, right?
What?
I can't pronounce it. It's an antique store. Oh, and she's already talked to Kurosawa, so she does recognize, like, how we operate. Okay, so get a base, fuse it with materials, and it's crafting. Base materials are hard to get, and we gotta collect them.
By the way,
Huh, okay. Again, I can't pronounce it, but it's an antique shop. I'm sorry. I'll figure out how to pronounce it soon, I swear.
hands on some pretty interesting
So it looks like we can get some skill
Feel free to look
cards
around.
and some incense, which is used for stats. So the skill cards are used for moves, and then there's the stats, which are the incense, which is used to buff up stats. Interesting. Ooh, ailment boost, crit rate boost. I mean, stuff that's really hard to get sometimes, you know? Trade items, snuff souls, bead chains, chewing souls, gems. Ooh. Sutras? Oh, those are stat things. Okay. Homunculus, another gem. Oh, and some gifts.
I'm doing some personal
I'm gonna get these
research,
gifts
but I can't
first,
get my
because
hands
gifts
on
are cool.
certain items. If you find something interesting, bring it to me, will you?
What gifts am I able to get first? We're gonna start with a teddy bear.
Have you all right, I'll trade you for this.
And then we're gonna get a Japanese doll and then a kaleidoscope. We still need a goggle-eyed idol. That's the last one we need out of all those gifts. Oh, okay, so which material do you want to use? So I have two of them right now, the black sword and the first one. And I can make a couple different swords as long as I have the materials here. Basically, base material is that black icon, like the square cube-looking thing. Anything else that's like a material is like a gem-looking icon. Take those two things, take the base, add some materials to it, create a weapon. This is the crafting system through an antique store. I love it. Frankly, if you're looking at both of these, right, 130 but +1 to all stats, and having like a pretty good hit rate, that's pretty solid. The Nile Blade, yes, I think it is pronounced Nile, because nihilism. I don't think it would be pronounced any other way, I hope. But it looks like everyone has their own sort of weapon that gets thrown into this cool thing. That's pretty cool, I love that. You know? But yeah, Nameless Katana, or, yeah, I cannot pronounce that other one, I'm sorry. But I went with this one. More power, I think a bit more accuracy, and causing fright is pretty cool. Rather than the +1 to all stats, which I feel like is something that could easily be worked around thanks to the various incense, and thanks to a couple other little things, like, oh, I don't know. Those cards that the Emperor and the Empress have that would just buff your stats to the current persona you have. Yeah. I feel like that does a better job. But what else can we do at a time like this? You know what we're gonna do? Well, we're gonna do something pretty funny. We could go back. And we are gonna go back. I like having fun here. So yeah, let's talk to Junpei really quick. This is really cool. I like that the game does this. It doesn't seem like Junpei will have any more skills I can get from him if I do this. Very specific. I love it. It works so well. But guess who texted us? It's Tanaka. That's right. We're gonna try and wrap things up with a solid Tanaka social link rank up. We're gonna go from 1 to 2. Amazing. Oh, and we're gonna learn something free of charge. Awesome. I don't have to pay 40 grand to him.
My schedule is so terribly packed. I don't usually have time for your average Joe.
You usually have Saturdays
You should
off.
be glad you're such a
Or Tuesdays.
handsome boy. All right, let's add a new word to our vocabulary today.
Oh yay,
You have to-
vocabulary time. Let's go.
Placebo. The stress is on the
Placebo. I've learned.
middle side. Very good.
I already knew what that word
You're
meant.
feigning interest well.
You're feigning interest well. I love it.
A placebo is a pretend pill. Basically, it's a medicine to give you peace of mind. Imagine this. A supplement to eliminate those unsightly love handles without lifting a finger. Or a car navigation system that uses real-time image data to make your commute all the smoother. Or at least make it feel that way. These are just a fraction of our unique line of products.
Can you even legally sell those?
Well, of course I can. In fact, I sell them all
I
the
asked
time.
legally.
Our business doesn't provide tangible benefits. It provides peace of mind. Take emergency supplies, for example. People feel safe just because they have them, don't they? As it turns out, the more money people spend, the better they feel.
I don't...
Now then, that's it.
Some
for
of that
today's
stuff
lesson.
isn't lining up all
You
that
can
well.
pay me back when you get your first million.
I received somewhat questionable advice from him. Yeah, it's questionable. Emergency supplies are not so you feel safe.
Have you been keeping your promise? You didn't tell
Like,
anyone,
what?
did you? If you go back on your word, you might be surprised to find your profile suddenly on an internet dating
I need to
site.
make that threat real. Like, I don't want to do that exact thing. I just want to say that thing to someone and just have them feel slightly threatened by it. Because it's so dumb. It's really so dumb that it shouldn't actually be a threat. Oh my god. Anyway, I've been Eire with Saturn's Edge. We're wrapping up here on Persona 3 Reload. You've watched 43 episodes of this. Congratulations. We've been through a lot together. We really have. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And, hey, I'll see you all around in the next episode. See ya!